Hi everyone, this is Jackie from Jackie's Craft Table, and I'm super excited to be participating in the Not Too Shabby Shop's 10,000 subscriber celebration hop today. In the celebration hop, there's going to be a lot of crafty fun and inspiration, as well as a lot of fabulous prizes. There are 10 creators as well as 10 different sponsors, and I get to represent Pink and Maine in this video. I'm so excited. I'll have all of the details for the celebration hop in my description box below, but basically you just sit back and enjoy all of the fun inspiration. Make sure you're a subscriber to the Not Too Shabby Shop's channel and leave comments. And the more comments you leave, the more chances you have of winning. And there's also going to be a fabulous bonus prize. So definitely check out my description box below. I have some brand new products that I'm going to be playing with from Pink and Maine. This stamp set is called Stinkin' Sweet, and it's just full of these adorable skunk images and some really fun sentiments that say, "Sent with love, so stinkin' sweet of you, and your scent-sational." This is a cover plate die, and it's called Heart Spotlight. These products came out a little bit before Valentine's Day, but I think these products can be used all year round. So I'm going to be doing a little bit of Copic coloring to begin with. I have some 80-pound Nina Solar White cardstock that I'm going to stamp these onto, and I'll use some Copic-friendly ink to stamp them out. I'll stamp out every single image. I couldn't decide which one to use for this card, so I'm just going to stamp them out and go from there. I'm using some Simon Says Stamp Intense Black ink for this. And I do stamp these out several times because these are new stamps. But I am only going to show the first stamping. And we'll just skip ahead to where it's all ready to start coloring. And besides the skunks, there is a cute cluster of flowers as well as a little butterfly that I'm stamping out as well. So here they are, all ready to start coloring. I'm going to be just doing some basic Copic marker coloring, and skunks are really easy to color in because they're mostly black and white. And to do this, I'm going to be using my neutral tones, Copic markers, my N markers. I'm starting with my lightest gray Copic marker first, and then I'll start building up the darkness to these skunks. I don't like my black and white images to be really dark. Otherwise, it seems to cover up the lines. So I'll slowly build up to my darkest color, which is my N7. I'm starting out with an N1, and then I skip to an N4 just to start adding in some shadows. I'll only color one of the skunks in on camera, and then the rest I'll do off camera, but I basically do them the exact same way. If you like the coordinating dies for your stamp sets, that is available for this set, but I didn't pick that up this time. I'm just going to be fussy cutting out my images with my scissors. So there are a lot of skunks here in northern Illinois. I see them all the time, and I smell them quite often as well. Once I saw the cutest baby skunk. They're really adorable when they're babies. I was sitting outside the front of my house waiting for the bus for my son to get dropped off, and I'm lucky that it's just 2 houses away, so I can sit there and I can see him get off the bus. One time, as he was just getting off the bus, the cutest little baby skunk started waddling out from behind my neighbor's bush. And I saw my son walking toward me, and then this little skunk was about to intersect my son Jack. I didn't know whether I should yell out and tell him to stop or what to do. And I thought, oh, I just better be quiet because I don't want to cause the skunk to spray him. So I was watching the situation play out, hoping that he wouldn't get sprayed. But fortunately, Jack is quite a loud little chap, and he started calling out, saying, "Hi, Mom!" And the skunk got spooked and ran back into the bush, and then I could breathe a sigh of relief. But it was the cutest little skunk. They're really cute when they're babies. And then I learned later on that baby skunks don't spray. It's just when they get older that they do that. So back to the coloring. I'm almost done with this first little skunk. I did add some grays to the white belly and the white on the tail and the white hair. Here they are, all colored in. And then as I usually do, I put them back in my Misty to double stamp them, and I misstamped this time. It was just sickening because it went completely off the lines. I totally cut that bit out of my video because it was just too sickening. So I stamped out another image and colored it in again. And I'm just going to fussy cut these 3 images out for this card. So let's pull out the cover plate die, the heart spotlight. This will fit perfectly to an A2 sized card, which is 5.5 by 4.25. I love that Pink and Main's dies are pink. They're just fabulous. So I want to cut this out with some gray cardstock. I'm trying to find the same tone as the tones I used on my skunk. This one was just a little bit too dark. I was planning on using this one at first. All of the inner pieces pop out, and you could do some really fun paper piecing with this die. I did cut this out a few times so that I can layer it and add some dimension to my card. But I'm going to use a piece of white cardstock behind this. This is another piece of 80-pound white cardstock. And we're going to do a little bit of ink blending. So I have some scattered straw, and I'm just going to put a little bit of yellow around the rays of this heart. I'm not going to take the color all the way down to the edges. I want there to be some white paper showing through. The next color that I have is Worn Lipstick, and it matched really well with the pink Copic markers I used to color in the flowers. I used R81, R83, and R85 to color those in. And again, I'm not taking the pink color all the way to the edge of the heart. I just wanted to put a little bit of color behind my images and behind my heart frame. I'm attaching 3 of these cutouts together, as well as 3 of the hearts. And I'm just using a little bit of liquid glue to do this. I do dab it off on a piece of scrap paper that I have to the side of my work mat. And now let's layer up the hearts. They're all in different colors just because I wanted to cut them out and see which color looked best. But I just decided to go with the white heart. And then that just pops into place so easily, and I love the stitched detail around the little heart. So let's add even more liquid glue behind the dark gray frame. And I'm trying to get glue on every little line of this die cut. Now I can just place that on top, and again, it just goes edge to edge of an A2 sized card. The sentiment I chose to go with says, "You're sensational," and I'm stamping that out onto a piece of black cardstock with some Versamark ink, which is a nice sticky ink, and then embossing it with some white embossing powder. I'll melt that really quickly, and then I can buff off the anti-static powder that you see on the paper and make it nice and dark again. I'll cut this out with a Pink and Main die that I've had in my stash for a long time. I actually keep this one on my desk because I use it so often. It has a cute little fishtail on the left of it. So the flowers I'm going to adhere down flat at the bottom of this heart. I'll just use my tweezers to get the right placement. I haven't put down the skunk yet, but I just wanted to hold him in place to see where I wanted him to go. And then I popped him up with some foam adhesive as well as that cute little butterfly. The sentiment I'll pop up with some foam tape, or actually foam strips. And I'm going to put it right under the skunk to give him something to stand on so it doesn't look like he's just floating on this card. So next I'll attach this to a top folding white card base. And then I thought it needed a little bit of sparkle. So I have some really pretty embellishments from Pink and Main. I love these hot pink. They look like little teeny tiny flowers. I'm just going to attach 3 of these on the front of this card. And then I also brought in my Nuvo Sparkle pen and went over the flowers as well as the butterfly. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks so much for watching, and I encourage you to continue hopping. If you watch and comment on all the videos, you can unlock extra entries to win a Not Too Shabby Shop $50 gift certificate. And make sure you click on the Rafflecopter link that I have in the description box below. So a big congratulations to the Not Too Shabby Shop for hitting this 10,000 subscriber milestone. I love the Not Too Shabby Shop because not only do they sell a lot of crafty goodies from other stamp companies, such as Pink and Main, but they also have their own card box of the month, which is always fabulous. I love making cards with that. And they also have a lot of stamps and dies and pattern paper and products of their own coming out every month. So good luck, everyone, and I hope you enjoy the 10,000 subscriber celebration hop. Take care. Bye.